Welcome back to the number one podcast in the game. This is 2Ds on a pod.
Episode 4.
Episode 4, we've got a special guest today. Just kidding, it's just Dylan. Nice. But let us know if we should have some special guests, because we actually know lots of people, don't we?
We know the best young defender in the AFL.
Yes. Heath Chapman and Matthew Pavlich did give him 3 votes yesterday. I don't know if you watched that. Yeah, so I think at the end of the game, they give 3 votes. I think they just go to the commentary team or whoever's watching the game, and they give out 3 votes, 2 votes, 1 vote for who they think that the Ross Glendenning / Arden is now, which is a bit controversial. But I think it's good that they made both of the inaugural club captains name them after the medal. But yeah, he did get 3 votes, so.
He deserved them.
Yeah, he did actually play really well. But there was no really standout player though.
Not really. I mean, Eagles didn't look competitive at all. No. I mean, that start of the third quarter when they had 2 goals in 30 seconds, I thought there's a chance that they could get some momentum rolling again, but they looked pretty lame throughout. It's
a bit hard when you have 12 changes as well. I know West Coast were favourites as well, so.
I don't know why West Coast were favourite. I had a tip for Freo. I was going to put money on Freo if I was going to bet. I don't know why people thought West Coast had any chance in that. But
yeah. Anyway, I've got a special text that I received from my footy coach today, so I'm going to read it out for you, for the audience, and for you boys coming.
We love the local heroes down at the footy club, though.
It's actually very, very special. It warms my heart a bit, but shout out to my English teacher. I'm very illiterate, so I'm going to read this very slowly. So here we go. This is from the footy coach. At 9:13 as well. Hey, mate. As you know, we have huge numbers on the track this year, and the cold, hard fact is that not everyone is going to get a game. The coaches got together last night to do a cull of the list, and unfortunately you didn't make the cut, mate. As you rarely train, and when you do, your effort is poor, in brackets, and that's being generous. It made sense to let you go. Your behaviour at past functions also made the decision an easy one. Very sorry, but you think you should find. Very sorry, but we think that you should find a new footy club if you want to play any football in season 2022. All the best. And then this guy is in me. This definitely came to me. It says, I said back to him, "Good on you, mate. April Fool's Day." And then
so was this on April Fool's Day?
Yeah, it
isn't
was.
Isn't that after round 1? So what? You put up the stinker performance round 1.
Obviously. And then he says, he says, honestly, didn't know it was April Fool's Day. So
no, he's just pulling you a bit more. He's come down the track.
I found it on Facebook. It wasn't actually me. But imagine getting that text. How
you'd have to give up the boots.
Surely you already know that you're not taking footy that seriously. To get that text, but I found that pretty funny.
Surely if you're getting that text, you're already training with the thirds or something.
Tag a mate, that's a TikTok, definitely a TikTok. Tag a mate who deserves that text message, or you think already got that text message this year, because...
Who got the text message and hiding it? Because
I know a few people that would get that text, 100%.
We know someone who's got a text message like that beforehand. But, speaking of local footy, you had a game on the weekend. How'd you go?
Yeah, lost by 3 up the whole game, and they came home pretty strong and just, ran over the top of us, even though we've been working really, really, really hard. The coach wasn't too mad at us, so...
No halftime sprays or anything? Or?
Because we were up at halftime. The message was, keep on going, don't stop now.
You stopped now.
We stopped real quick. So shout out to Swan Fs, and shout out, great facility there, very skinny oval, love that as a winger. Local footy is just different. I think it's just different to when you go to a game at, off the stadium or go to MCG, because you have the crowd's smaller, and you just you can eyeball anyone that talks, you can eyeball them. So there's a few jugs getting thrown onto the pitch at one point.
Onto the pitch?
Yeah, onto the pitch. There was a few babies that weren't controlled and ran onto, like, toddlers running onto the pitch.
That's going to be one of my number one pet peeves. I always remember, like, junior footy, you're sitting there, you're trying to play a game, and sometimes even when you're on the modified fields, like when you're real young, and then someone's just got like a dog running through the middle of the field, or like there's a kid that's run on, like just control it. Come on, man.
Yeah, no shit. And then what else do we have? Oh, we've had a few name calls. I think I got called an ugly mutt a few times. There's a few. There's obviously in a game like, and it always happens, but there's always like fights, right? And so like normally it's one person from each team has a fight, right? And then normally there's the one more from either team, doesn't matter, that tries and separates it. And then as soon as one more goes in, another one goes in, and he tries to separate you from it. And my pet peeve is going into separating one and then someone coming and grabbing you. And I'm like, hang on, I'm trying to break him up. And then I remember it happened to me and I was like furious. Like someone just started like grabbing me from behind. And it's like, oh, you're a hero, mate. You're a hero. And he's like, thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. I'm like, shut up. Like, I'm saying that sarcastically. But nah, it's good to have footy back. Hopefully you can come down and see us. And any of the viewers want to come down, watch me kick six next week on Saturday at 12:55 at Showies. So come on down.
You're definitely getting named in at least the Rezzies this week.
Probably not. No, I feel alright. The body's pulled up pretty well. And I was kicking the footy yesterday, and flushing it, so definitely gonna be alright. But
looking like Prime Clary out there.
Hey,
looking like Prime Clary out there.
Looking at Clary and Bowie together, like Bowie's just efficiency, and then Clary's just hard at the footy, getting in and under. I think all my possessions were uncontested on the weekend.
That's all you want, Andrew Gaff type.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
roll the intro.
Roll the intro. Yeah.
Okay, big round of footy this weekend.
Fuck, huge round. It was actually
it was a surprising round in some results.
Well, we had Doggies and Swans first up, and one team was underfed, one team 2 losses, and of course the team with 2 losses wins. Tip's not looking too good actually. I might grab those up, but yeah, Buddy kicked. How many Buddy kick on the weekend?
I don't really remember.
I don't know. I think he definitely kicked one because I saw the sports bet people, like what they call them, the grubs or something like that. I saw him with his shirt. Like I see him all over TikTok. But last week 2 weeks ago he had Collingwood versus Carlton in the grand final, and he was wandering around trying to get grand final tickets for Carlton. And then this week he had the famous shirt, Buddy's 1001 goal. So shout out to him.
Showdown 51. That was a crazy game.
Yeah, I guess we're a bit biased coming from WA, but people saying, oh yeah, they're the best rivalry in the AFL. I'm just like, oh, are they really? Like, Derby's been around for a while.
I don't actually reckon the Derby's that good of a rivalry.
I reckon if there was more fights, like bring back the good old days when like you had Clive Woodhouse fucking throwing like.
Well, if it was just like a bit. Like, if the games were closer, I mean, if you look at the history of the games, they're usually kind of blowouts, either one of the teams.
Yeah, true.
There's been a couple ones where it's been close, but usually it's like 40 points.
And like with the showdown, I feel like each year it kind of goes back and forth, whereas with like the Western Derby, it kind of goes West Coast will win like 6 years straight, and then Freo will go on and win like 6 years straight, and it's just like, it doesn't really go back and forth that much. And yeah, as you're saying, like one team gets smashed and like it's just not even fun to watch.
Even then though, like I really don't. Obviously, it happened. Referee and fans can win, but like, do you really win on the weekend? Like that Eagles team is such a depleted team.
Oh nah, but like you can say Freo weren't that healthy. Like no Fife, no Monday, and that's what I mean.
That's very true.
It was a very boring game because there was legit there was a few stars. Like you have Nit Nat out there, Brayshaw, whatever. Heath Chapman. Heath Chapman, then Brayshaw, then Nit Nat. But like you don't really have. There was no guns. Like there was no Fife Monday. Like I'd say the 2.
Lucky Schultz had a good game.
He did, and he won the medal. But like there was no Tim Kelly, no Shuey. Like bit of depleted, West Coast and Freo. So like it was just a boring game. Like
no, it wasn't a boring game though. Collingwood versus Geelong.
Oh yeah,
that was a crazy.
So
game.
I was not watching that at all. I after my footy game, and I don't know if you can still tell, but I was burnt as fuck on the weekend. Because you know when you rock up and it's cloudy and you're like, oh yeah, I won't wearing sunscreen. Because as soon as you put sunscreen on or at least my face, it just like runs into the eyes. So you're just like, fuck, nah, I won't wear sunscreen. Maybe you should get some Vaseline like right there.
Get some zinc or something.
Get some zinc, yeah. I should. Like some boys actually do wear zinc, but I didn't wear any sunscreen. And then after the game, I'm like, oh, I fucked up here. And I was just hiding from the sun, like I didn't even have any trophies at all after the game, which is pretty rare for me. Cause I just knew like, oh yeah, burnt, gonna be dehydrated, and then got home and like the club you normally go back to the club after the game about 7:00 and have a few more trophies and do awards and stuff like that. And I was like, laying in my bed, I was like, nah, mum. And I told mum, like, oh yeah, mum, give me a lift. Like, I'm not going to drive there. It's dangerous because we're going to have to leave the car there. But I was like, yeah, mum, give me a lift. And then she walks into my room and just like, yeah, I'm not going. I'm definitely not going. I had the biggest headache as well. So, yeah. But yeah, going back to that game, I was like watching the Brisbane North game. I don't know why. That game was super boring.
Such a dead rubber.
And then I was looking down because I kind of had the scoreboards, and then I was like, oh, 90-90, like it's a draw.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck yeah. But did you watch that one?
Yeah, I watched that one, and I was thinking about the game, like Collingwood are a good team, but like it kind of showed like the inexperience of the team compared to what Geelong have, and we've said it past 3 weeks. Every single episode we've said either Geelong's favour, either they're too old or they're experienced, and I mean I guess the experience showed out on Friday night.
Yeah, definitely. I think when the games are really close at the death, like we have that game for example, and then also that the Carlton and Hawthorn game, that went down to the wire as well. I think the team that generally is a little bit more experienced generally can hang on, and there's a bit of controversy with the Cats game, so I don't know if you saw this, but Radicalio came off injured. Don't know how injured he was, but was it Dalhouse came on, and they're like, oh, like fresh player, kind of at the end of the game, like obviously you might want tall forwards, like I don't know, for a big pack ball and like wanting to grab it, but I think it's better to have like a small like forwards or like mids come onto the game fresh, like ready to run a mark and just like have fresh legs. So I guess they had second win there, and Collingwood didn't have any injuries, so they couldn't use their player.
Yeah, I would prefer the teams to be able to use the sub whenever they want for the play instead of having like as a medical sub.
Like the good old days.
Yeah, essentially, because like if they choose to use the sub on a player that's not injured, they still run the risk of if a player gets injured, that it's still going to be one man down on the bench. Yeah. So
like it was back. What was it? When do you reckon they got rid of that? Like 2014, 13?
Yeah, I would say around there. Yeah.
It's a while back, but yeah. I guess I used it pretty tactically well. Other than we'll see if Radicalio is actually injured and plays this week.
And you have to do exactly right. And but you have to do better than 1 point in the final quarter if you want to win a game of footy. You can't just play for 3 quarters and literally do nothing else.
Yeah, and then going on from that game, we had the Tasmanian Kangaroos taking on Brisbane.
Just time to move them to Tassie.
It's either them or Gold Coast. I reckon what they should do is go live on YouTube and either get the captains of both teams. So Kangaroos, who is Kangaroos captain? It's just a dead team.
Yeah, it's not Jack Zeeble still, is it?
Nah, it must be Zeeble. I think it'll roll with Zeeble. We have Zeeble on one hand, and then we have Brisbane's, I think it's Zorko at the moment. We'll go run with it.
We'll go run with Zorko as well.
And 2 Z's as well. That's pretty rare. Zeeble and Zorko.
That's going to be the first match.
We'll get a producer. What was the producer saying?
Yeah, North Melbourne's captain is Jack Zeeble.
Yeah, okay. And then I'm pretty sure Brisbane, is Zorko.
Who's Brisbane's?
Yeah.
Zorko?
So the Z boys come up together and they say, all right, this is live on YouTube. Paper, scissors, rock. Whoever loses has to go and migrate to Tasmania. And I don't know, I'm saying like that Tasmanian team, I reckon they would thrive. Like,
I reckon they'd get some good.
The only team, it would be the only team in that state, so they'd get the best look at like that state talent, like all the talent there.
Yeah. It'd be interesting though, because don't Hawthorn still have a deal with Blundstone?
Yeah, so I don't know how that would work, and I don't know how long that deal's got to go, but I'm pretty sure they just signed a new one. So who knows? Maybe Hawthorn just move down there for the culture.
Could you move Hawthorn? Like,
Nah.
I feel like Hawthorn one of the teams like you leave them in Victoria.
Oh, I guess the way
I think you'd have to get rid of. I think if I'm big old Gil, our best mate.
Yeah.
I'm getting rid of North Melbourne. Who are you getting rid of?
Yeah. I'm getting. I'm going North.
North.
Yeah. I guess they got a bit of history at Arnhem Street, but if you had to choose one, I'd say North. And then realistically, I think they should bring in NT and Tassie. I reckon they should bring 2 more teams in and then play everyone once. I reckon that would work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but then come to think about it, right? Like, so Victoria, massive footy state, whereas Queensland is more of a rugby state.
100%.
Do you think that they really need 2 teams with Gold Coast? Gold Coast don't really pull that many membership numbers or seat numbers. I mean, I don't want Matt Rowell to have to go to the shit state in Tasmania, but it looks like it would be a smart move.
I think they did stuff up. I think they should have gone with the Tassie team first.
Even Northern Territory, I reckon, would pull more people than having a Queensland team.
I reckon it's solely up to, at the moment, like, Gold Coast have had so much help from the AFL, and they've got Rowell, Noah Anderson, and Ben King, and if they keep them for, like, the rest of... I guess if they got rid of them towards the end of their career, it's whatever. But if they kept those, yes. But as soon as they lose, like... Shout out Miller, who's had to stayed there the whole time. I guess he's getting paid absolute bank because he's a god. But yeah, I think they need to, if they hold on to those like core players, like those young players, same as Rankin, definitely, yeah, I reckon. But
yeah,
moving on, Max King. So Max King obviously had a fucking great game on the weekend, and I don't know, I had him. Did I have him Coleman? I think I had him Coleman, and then you had him as also. Surprise
Australian, yeah.
So I was a bit. I know he's not going to be the most accurate kicker at the moment because he's still a young player. But to go goalless in the first 3 quarters, and he only had 4 touches at halftime, and to go on to in that last quarter, he had 7 touches, 7 of them were kicks, 6 marks, 4 goals, 1. Like that shows like an absolute start, and like. You can't say...
It shows a special type of player to be able to do that.
Yeah, and you can't say that, it was like at the end of the game, like the game was still in the balance, like Richmond is still hanging on kinda, and like he just blows them apart. And I was even surprised, like I thought it was going to be like a really close game.
Yeah. And
I was pretty much watching it, and it was actually... I don't know if you watched it at all, but the start of the game was like so open, and it was just like bang, 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 bang. I'm pretty sure at like half time, both teams like on 60.
Oh, really?
Which is pretty rare.
I didn't get the chance to watch that game, but then playing 2K, then I'm like, okay, Richmond have a lead here.
Yeah.
Come back, and it's St Kilda actually blowing them out of the water.
I don't know what's happened to Richmond. They just kind of lost it.
I was reading that did they lose Grimes? I was reading that after Grimes, something happened to Grimes. They went downhill.
On the weekend they lost Grimes.
Yeah. Like against St Kilda.
Yeah, maybe they did, but I think it hurts that they've had like Hooley go.
Exactly.
Asprey, I think, retired. Like they've had a few. I guess they picked up. North Melbourne's probably one of their best players. Tarrant down in defence, but yeah, they're not looking too good at the moment. And they're definitely not in the 8 at the moment. But yeah, we move. And talk about the Derby. Did you watch it?
Yeah, boring game. Real boring game.
Well, I think JK scored the first one, and then Dockers kicked like next 10 odd. Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen.
There wasn't too many positives really out of the game.
No, there wasn't. Which brings me onto our brand new segment. Actually, it's nice. Oh, a segue. I'm going to get the producer in my seat right now, and I'm going to be the quiz host, and it's going to be Clay versus Dylan. And you know the game where it's how many of whatever can you name in 30 seconds? And so what it is I'm going to say, all right, how many types of trees can you name? I'm like, well, I can name 1. And then Dylan's like, all right, either bullshit or he's going to say 2 or 10 or something like that.
All right,
so
yeah.
Clay's going to come over here.
I'm nervous, damn. This is is this for points? I mean, have we really fleshed that idea about what kind of episodes and points and shit?
Well, I think this is just a one-off
because
this is Derby themes. For my boys over here. So, last night when I was going to bed, I was just thinking, what game should we play? So, obviously Derby was last night, probably one of the best rivalries, and I could have done the showdown version, but why not? Just stick to WA. So, boys, it's starting with Dylan. Oh, should we do paper, scissors, rock for who does the first number?
All right.
How are we doing it?
Like paper, scissors, rock. I don't know.
Paper, scissors, rock. Paper, scissors, rock.
Fuck.
So
Alright.
who's starting?
Me.
So Clay, how many Ross Glendenning / Allen award winners, like who've like won the medal? How many of them can you name?
I can name one.
I can name 2.
It's like real low.
I can name 3.
Well, I could do
I could name 5.
I don't think you can. Bullshit.
All right.
Come on, early 5.
5.
All right, so Dylan, you have 30 seconds to name 5. Starting right now, go.
Andrew Embley, Lockie Schultz, Matthew Pavlich, Glenn Jack.
Not one.
What?
Emble's not one.
Embley's not one. Daniel Kerr, did he win one?
No.
Fuck, I don't think I can name 5.
Name 1. No, name 2.
Lockie Schultz, Matthew Pavlich.
Yeah.
Did Mark Lacroix win one?
No.
I'm done. That's gonna be 30 seconds, surely.
I've still got 15.
Fuck. Who else? Glenn Jakovic, surely he won one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to think. Oh, what's his name? Fuck.
Dylan named
Fuck.
3.
I named 3.
Dylan is the worst at that game. There's 34, and Dylan named 3. So there's a few names.
All right, let's hear some big names. Like,
let's go play. How many do you reckon you? Oh, sorry, should I write one?
no, we're using one angle.
Yeah.
We'll sort that out
so,
after.
Yeah. So Clay, how many do you, like off the top of your head? Go right now.
I'll go 5. Probably JK,
Yeah.
Josh Kennedy. Maybe Gaff would have won one.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Shannon Hearn.
Oh, Gaff didn't. No, Gaff didn't win one. Fuck. Yeah. Shanahan. Yes.
Shannon Hearn.
What I'm hearing is that Clay should have been more confident in himself and gone a bit higher for a point.
I won the point anyway, mate.
He won.
Yeah,
Okay, right.
So I got like a big list here. So there's 34. We'll start. There's some of the older boys like Waterhouse, Cummings, McKenna, the G Train. I didn't know he's won one. I didn't even.
The G Train's won what?
And then you got you said Judd. Did someone say Judd?
I didn't say Jod.
No, no one said Judd.
Fuck, that's pretty obvious.
It is.
Strong won the last one before
Strong.
yesterday. Kelly's won one. Obviously JK, Shepherd, Hearn. Someone said Hearn. Yo, Neil, Prittis, Josh Hill, Stephen Hill.
Oh, there's so many obvious ones.
That's pretty embarrassing bars too.
Lundy, then you got Pav, Matt Rosa, then you got Clock, Sandlands, Hazelby, Josh Carr.
Listening back, there's a lot of obvious ones.
That's embarrassing.
Judd, Bell, and yeah, that's before you get to the older boys.
Embarrassing.
Bad effort from us.
Got 3. I thought 5 was very like easy, but I guess when it comes down to bloody, like I hate like thinking off the top of your head.
When's the last? I don't
think.
think.
Like, if you go back and like, all right, like just go back to like, all right, 2 ruckmans, 2 Sandy and Cox, like they're definitely one, and then you go, all right, midfielders. I was surprised to see Fife hasn't won one.
Yeah.
Kerr's never won one, and Cousins never won one.
So I thought Kerr would have won one for sure.
Yeah, no. And then there's someone else. You said someone that was like surprising.
Embley.
Embley.
Yeah, Embley, no,
Yeah, I thought he would have had one as well, but
So, no, shout out to that. That's the Derby edition of that game. We'll do many more throughout the, I guess, year. But shout out to you guys. I'll probably.
the next ones will be better. We'll be better
very
next time. That was
good.
bad effort from me. That's my bad.
That was the first ever edition of that, and might be the last because that was horrible from Dylan. Couldn't even name 5.
That's my bad. I thought Kerr and Emily would have had, but it threw me off when you're like, no. I was like, oh fuck. Like I started second guessing myself. 'Cause I was like Dean Cox, and I was like, well, if Embly's not won one, why would the Ruckman have one? But
True.
Like,
But there was lots of big players. Like you could have just kept on going. Like,
I should have decided just naming off some bigger players. But I mean, it's our favorite time of the week.
Yeah.
It comes down to just before the weekend. Selection table.
The selection table. This is Dylan's new segment. That's what's it all about.
So we kind of had a little bit of a run at the start. I mean, is this acceptable in society or not?
Yeah.
Put a bit of my spin on it. So I've got some people and things up for selection this week, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to come up to the decision as a leadership group here at 2Ds. Are they getting brought up to the ones, or are they staying down in the twos?
Okay.
Are they getting dropped, or are they coming up?
Are they playing twos? They're that bad. Like, they have to play twos.
They have to be their twos. Are they going to drop down to the twos, or are they coming up to the ones?
Yeah. All right. So what's the first one?
So first one, it was today, the Grammys.
The Grammys.
Are they coming up, or are they down?
Oh, they're down. I didn't even know that one today. They're staying down. They're probably going down to the twos.
Way out. They're probably less relevant than the Oscars.
Yeah, they'd have to be.
Sure.
I don't even like. Do you know any winner? Like,
I know Baby Keem won with Kendrick for like Family Ties.
That's good. Yeah.
Rodrigo, pop vinyl album of the year.
Yeah.
Really?
Speak to the mic though.
Yeah, Sour. That's actually a very good album. Not gonna lie.
Absolute banger.
That's probably those one like when they bring it up. Yeah, like Deja Vu. Oh, goes off.
Doja Cat won one. My queen.
Don't rate her. Did Donda win anything?
Nah, Donda lost to Tyler the Creator for Best Rap Album. Ooh. So Call Me If You Get Lost won Best Rap Album. But so look, I think that was a pretty quick, swift one for the first round of selection table. They're getting dropped to the twos.
Now that I do like music, and I do like listening to new music and engage in that area. I genuinely didn't even know it was on, but now that I'm looking at how Olivia Rodrigo one new artist, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So maybe it does stay in twos. I don't know. I think I'll move on with my life knowing not really caring.
Yeah.
But shout out to all those award-winning artists.
All the ones that listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
Next up on the selection table, WWE Logan Paul.
Ooh, that's a topic and a half. I'm happy you brought this up because I was thinking, we should bring this up in the intro, but I'm a little low gangster at heart. He's come from getting so much hate online.
Yeah.
Obviously for the right reasons when he brought out that video that everyone knows about. But and I remember watching that video, not really thinking anything of it. This is my favorite creator, and I watched it dead ass in the morning, before probably going to school.
Yeah.
And I didn't think anything of it, and then absolutely the world went crazy about it. And he's clawed his way. I guess he's kind of found his niche in boxing first. He's fought bloody Mayweather.
That's more than a lot of boxers can say.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then he looked and everyone's raving about how well he did in the WWE.
He did crazy good in the WWE.
So, I like it. I think he should pursue it for a little bit more. I don't think he should make it a total career. I do like his other kind of content that he creates, but I'll rate it. I reckon that goes up to
I like seeing him as a guest. I mean, he's also got that part of the WWE's, they've got those larger than life personalities kind of behind the wrestlers, and he's kind of got that as well, just as his own kind of character that he has in on his podcast and stuff like that. I mean, it's really good to see, and he was doing jumping off the ropes and shit like that. He was actually doing real good moves.
I feel and he's got obviously the physique to do that. He's ripped as fuck.
Yeah.
So I
so
rate it.
That's our first ever bringing up from the twos is WWE Logan Paul.
Yeah, WWE
being
Logan
brought
Paul.
up,
and I want to see an action figure of him as well.
That would be
I never really watched WWE, but my best mates growing up, they had the action figures, they had the games, they loved it. Yeah, they frothed it.
I had a table that
Jeff Hardy.
Put the figurines on the table would snap in half and grab the pillows, hop on the trampoline, start doing wrestling moves on the pillows and shit. Damn, brings me back from seeing Logan Paul. I think I was actually kind of thinking, I was felt so not nostalgic, but I was damn, this is kind of why I liked wrestling. Back in the day, I was just
Can you watch it now or no?
I've started watching it a little bit more now. Obviously it doesn't hit the same because it's fake and stuff like that. But it's just I don't know, just for kind of old time's sake. And they do bring back a lot of people from older back in. So it's kind of cool. Next up and last up for this week on the selection table, AFL Fantasy or fantasy sports in general.
I rate it. I do most of them. I play most of them. More slap than others. I guess the more invested you are in something, the more you kind of follow it throughout the year. Because I've done a Premier League fantasy with the boys one time, and it's just now I feel I only really follow one team, and that's Chelsea, and I'll just make my team Chelsea, and let's leave it as that. I don't really watch other Premier League games. But whereas footy, like, or AFL, I'd watch pretty much everything. So some slap, some don't. Big Bash ones, I like playing that one, but
I always start off heavy good for the first couple rounds, then just progressive drop off. The only one I don't is Formula One Fantasy. I managed to play that for an entire year, but
yeah, I guess
footy,
for that one, I reckon fantasy is a bit easier because like it's like for F1 fantasy, it's like one race maybe every couple of weeks, but you get them like every week. But it's not like there's multiple games throughout, like 3-hour games like throughout a whole weekend that you have to kind of keep your eye on.
Yeah.
So it's probably a bit easier. But yeah, for the most part, I rate them.
You bringing them up? You leaving them in the twos, or you setting them down to the twos?
I'd keep it. I'll keep it in twos.
Keep it at the twos.
Yeah,
in the resis they stay.
Yeah. Well, I'm a absolute resi, and I'm a resi for life. So we'll leave it in twos.
I mean, yeah, that's this week's selection table done.
I like that segment. We should let us know.
Bring it back.
Yeah, if you have some topics that you want us to maybe leave in the twos or bring it up to the ones or go and play twos, let us know. But that one's definitely staying. I like that one. Moving on, what do we have next on the run sheet?
Footy player / sporting athletic guessing game.
Alrighty, so another game. We'll talk about the overall thing. So basically, each week we're gonna play like a few mini games between myself and Dylan, and the person at the end of the week with the most points, or at the end of the episode with the most points, wins that week. And so say I end up winning this week 3 points to 2. I get 1 point for this week, and then we're going to go throughout the whole year, and whoever has the most points at the end of the year wins, and let's do a forfeit.
There'll be a forfeit for the list, so you have to do it.
Have to do the forfeit, just like the one for the bloody predictions for the AFL. But this week's game, we're going to have, let's do 3 players each, right? Okay. And these are players from any sport. So you can do AFL, soccer, legit any sport. You can have Usain Bolt. Do we stick to just current players? We'll do current players, then it could be legit anyone. So maybe not Usain Bolt, but someone who's in run at the moment. The Aussie bloke, Browning,
Ron Browning.
Yeah, no one knows who that is, but Dylan, I have no idea who that is. But we'll go easier because obviously.
Yeah, but hold on, who's Ron Browning?
He's a 100-meter sprinter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking god, mate. He's got he had like the mullet for the Olympics, and he got.
Won his heat.
Yeah, he won his heat. He didn't quite get into.
Is he blonde?
Brown hair.
Dirty blonde.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure who he is.
Nah, he's a good bloke.
Shout out Ron. Rod or Ron?
Rowan.
Yeah. Shout out Rowan Browning.
Yeah. So, I'll go.
So hold up. So, I'm coming up with 3 players. You're coming up with 3 players, and we have to try to guess those players.
Yeah.
Do we have to just write them down beforehand? All right. Yeah.
So I'll write my player.
Don't write them on the list that we can both see. These guys trying to put on the.
Did you see who you are?
It's or a G.
Oh, okay. Well.
Oh, bro.
For context of that, I just wrote my player on the Google Doc that Dylan has right in front of him, and it's live edit, so he just saw that player.
So any sport?
Any sport.
Any sport.
I'll go first.
All right, so you want to guess?
I want to guess.
You want to guess? So you're just going to ask me questions, yes or no
So,
questions?
yes or no questions. So, tell me when the timer starts.
3, 2, 1.
AFL?
No.
Cricket?
No.
Soccer?
No.
Basketball?
No.
A ball sport?
Yes.
Tennis?
No.
Fuck. Golf?
No.
I'm fucked. Is he Australian?
No.
American?
Yes.
But I've said basketball, haven't I?
Yeah, you just said basketball. It's not basketball.
UFC?
No. Ball sport.
Baseball?
No.
NFL?
Yes.
Oh, you're a wanker. Tom Brady?
Yes.
Oh, fuck yes. Holy fuck.
I was like, look, I'm not going to go some niche NFL player. I was like, I'll go Tom Brady. Give him a chance.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I was like, ball sports, yes, UFC.
Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, did I? Oh, fuck. Oh my god, I pulled that out of my ass. I had no idea. That's probably one, maybe Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's another quarterback. Yeah.
But like out of those two, Odell Beckham, like maybe. But 10 yeah, you got me to 10 seconds.
10 seconds
left. But I think I did really well to kind of pull it back because like I was out of sport, and then I was like going to like guessing. That was pretty good for me. Eh?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
So, all right, sweet. So,
Ready?
tell me when. Yeah. So Dylan's now guessing.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Footy,
No.
basketball,
No.
cricket,
Yes.
Elise Perry,
No.
men.
Yes.
Is play for Australia.
Yep.
Top order,
No.
bottom order.
Yep.
Nathan Lyon,
No.
Mitchell Stark.
Yep.
Is it?
Smashed it.
What was that in? Do you know?
What's that? 17 seconds.
Ooh.
All right. I should have gone. Oh, I was gonna go England. I was like, oh no, I was sticking to Mitchell Stark. He's the goat though. I'm surprised he got that one. Oh no, I'm not surprised. No,
I kind of surprised myself with
Yeah.
that one though. But
Yeah.
when I said top order, I was like, I don't know why I'm asking this because I could not name the
Yeah,
top
you
order.
should.
straight
Yeah,
away.
I was like when you said top order, I was like, you
I
should
was trying
say
to narrow
batsman
off,
or
like,
batsman or bowler.
I was trying to narrow off. I was like, if he goes top order, I'm either going to minus or Stephen Smith.
All right, so it's 1-1.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
AFL,
No.
soccer,
No.
NFL,
No.
basketball,
No.
UFC,
No.
American,
No.
cricket,
No.
Australian,
No.
golf,
No.
British,
No.
African,
No.
Asian,
No.
European,
No.
tennis.
No.
Oh, it's gonna be so obvious.
15 seconds.
You should get this.
South American,
No.
New Zealand.
No.
I'm cooked.
5 seconds.
Oh,
I thought this one wasn't too hard, but it could have been. It was Lance Stroll, Formula One driver.
Fucking what?
oh my! That is a good one. I mean, F1 didn't even come into my mind.
I was like, surely he's going to ask F1 one of these.
Where's that Stroll from?
Canada.
I'm not gonna lie. I did think of. I thought of. Yeah, not America.
It was originally Nikita Mazepin, and then I was like, before we started, I was like, oh wait, it's gonna be current, and I was like,
Oh
I gotta
yeah,
get rid
that's
of him.
yeah. That one threw me because like when you did say that, I was like, oh, who's he? Nah, okay. Ah, damn. I've already written my player, but I reckon you're gonna get him.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You ready?
3, 2, 1.
Footy.
Yeah.
Does he play in the West?
No.
Victoria.
Yeah.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
Gorn.
No.
Clayton Oliver.
No.
Petrarca.
No.
Bowie.
No.
Fuck, who else played this for? Wiedemann?
No.
Luke Jackson.
No.
Brayshaw.
No.
Is he a backman?
Yes.
Fuck, Stephen May.
Yeah.
Is he? Yes, let's go.
I was hoping you were just going to keep on going through players because, like, as soon as you said a category like backman, I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Well, for some reason, I was like, I don't know why it's like getting the list. I should have tried to narrow it first. What were you saying?
Oh, no, it was all good.
How did you get it so quickly? Because you were very quick to say, I've got it.
Just good.
Big cock himself.
So what, 2-1?
2-1. Yeah, I'm down. I need this one to stay in the game
Yeah.
and hope that you do.
This could be the deciding one, potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Footy.
Yes.
West Australian.
No.
Victorian.
As in club?
Like club, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Melbourne.
No.
Hawthorn.
No.
Geelong.
Yes.
Forward.
No.
Midfielder.
No.
Back.
No. Or wait, technically midfielder. Yeah.
Rock.
Yes.
Oh, is it rock?
Yeah.
Bitsarves.
Yeah.
Smashed it.
Fuck, that's good for
That
me.
midfield one, I was throwing me off. I was like, he's totally
Yeah.
not midfielder, but then when he stepped back, I was like, fuck, I probably should have said yes to midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know where he plays. I think he does play back. Like if I say Bitsarves, I'm saying full back. But he changes so often, so
Yeah.
who knows? I was a bit nervy there because when you said ruck, I'm like, shit, I don't know many ruck. And you wouldn't guess Bitsarves to be your first ruck either. Like,
Yeah,
I've gone
yeah.
Stanley, so. Nah, fair play. 2-2. come down to Dylan's final guess, and it could be in week 1.
This could be the winning for week 1.
He could be on top of the board. All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Footy.
No.
Basketball.
No.
Cricket.
No.
AFL.
No.
AFL? Rugby.
No.
Tennis.
Yeah.
Ash Barty.
No.
Rafa Nadal.
Yes.
Let's go! First episode winner. Let's go.
I was hoping going
12 seconds. Smash
I
that.
should going with Djokovic. Oh no, I was thinking going tennis player, and then I was like, fuck, curious, but I didn't want to go too obvious. But I went. I did go obvious, but not in like terms of like a tennis guess.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, fair. Damn, that was a good game. We're gonna bring that one back. That's a good game.
Let us know how you guys would have gone, because I guess I can't really guess because I can't. Yeah, I can't actually guess what sport, but. Yeah, let us know if you want to. We want us.
Oh no, to be fair, after our questions, there was probably a few of them that were getting in there.
Richard Stark, and if
Stephen Mate, that was yelling out at Stephen Mate.
Yeah, the one I didn't get Stroll. I was completely stumped. Because that sport one, like you got to go for a sport, and if you as soon as you go through the main ones, and then you get to the end, like I'm just.
You just try and name sport, especially Formula 1 as well. It's not one of the sports where you're really thinking of it straight up.
No, so I will be thinking of that one now. And there's not many. I mean, if you go, I don't know how many actual F1 drivers I do know. I probably know. I reckon I know most of them. I don't know how to say most of them.
You reckon you could go over under 10?
Yeah.
10 and a half?
Yeah, I reckon. What? Yeah, I reckon.
All right, try to name all of them right now.
All right. Ricardo, Lando, and then you've got George Russell, and Hamilton.
Yep.
Max Verstappen and Perez. Ferrari got Carlos Sainz and Leclerc.
Yep.
And then Mick Schumacher.
Yep.
And for the one. Gus. Oh no.
Close. It did his name.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Magnus.
Yeah,
Magnussen.
Magnussen.
Yeah. I know that too. And then Latifi.
Yep.
Stroll. I'm getting I get all boys now. Who else? I've got it now, surely.
You're missing
yeah,
two whole you're missing two
Vettel,
whole teams.
Yeah, Vettel and Alonso.
Oh, you're missing 3 teams, so you're missing 2.5 teams. No, you're missing 3 teams now still, yeah. 6 drivers.
And then Ricardo's old team. The French cunt. Starts with an I.
So you're missing Alexander Albon from Williams.
Yeah.
You're missing Esteban Ocon from Alpine.
Ocon, that was the one I was thinking of, yeah.
You're missing Zhou Guanyu from...
Shout out him. China man.
What's
Alpha?
Alpha Romeo, that's it. Who else is at Alpha? It's not Giovinazzi still. It's
who knows?
Fucking hell, I've just had a mind blank. I don't usually able to name all of them.
Nah, I'm proud of that. Like, because I've been only watching it 2 years now, really.
Yeah.
And like, I can't. There's new ones and old. The things that throw me off is like the pronunciations of most of them. Like signs.
Bottas at Alfa Romeo,
yeah,
and then you also miss Yuki Tsunoda and Pierre Gasly. Speaking of Pierre Gasly, did you hear about Helmut Marko during the week?
No.
For a bit of a breakthrough, but so they're saying that they don't want to lose Pierre Gasly from the Red Bull kind of setup.
Yeah.
But they were saying that if they can't offer like him promotion to the main team, they might end up losing him, right? To anyone else.
Yeah, right.
But here's where it's looking. Where I saw a potential move which could be very interesting.
Yeah.
So we could have potentially in the next upcoming seasons a partnership at Mercedes of Pierre Gasly and George Russell, because if Red Bull want to keep Sergio Perez at Red Bull to keep Max happy, as Perez is a very good teammate for Max.
Yeah.
Definitely. They would end up losing Pierre Gasly, who wouldn't want to be in a just stuck midfield team, who does deserve to be higher up.
Yeah.
And obviously Hamilton is sadly coming to the end of his career shortly. I mean, it was like if he's not able to start getting results towards the end of the season, I could see him retiring.
It's only early days though.
Yeah, 100%. But like, I mean, there were thoughts about him retiring last year if he had won the 8th championship.
True.
Through the off-season, there was rumours of him retiring, and now he's in an uncompetitive car. So if he does end up retiring this season or next season, I could potentially see be able to see Pierre Gasly racing that Mercedes along with George.
Yeah. Do you reckon there's anyone else that could step up into Mercedes right now? Not really. I guess Bottas kind of.
Yeah, but Bottas did his.
Yeah, I know that,
right,
but
yeah.
Bottas just kind of like.
It would be cool though.
Is Bottas younger than Hamilton?
I think they're roughly like similar age.
Yeah, because I kind of missed out, and I reckon Bottas was a very good driver.
Yeah, but but also Bottas did have the luxury of winning a lot more than drivers of his caliber probably would have won. I mean, he's a good driver for sure, but he's not like a world championship level driver like you'd see like a Charles or a Max or something like that.
And you never want to have two very good. I guess that Mercedes kind of stuff. Oh no. They didn't really shot himself in the foot, but when they had the two very good drivers in
Rosberg and Hamilton.
Yeah.
I mean, you just end up with unnecessary battles on the track, which like Spain 2016 when Max won his first race, they crashed out second corner.
Yeah. So, that's cool. I think that's all from the F1 world, other than that it's heading to good old Australia.
I'm so keen.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Hopefully it's bloody beautiful weather and not shitty normal.
You know what I love about Australia as well is like all the people that have never watched F1 in their life, like posting on their stories and like getting behind everyone. Like,
yeah. Just quickly, do you think if Netflix didn't bring out Drive to Survive, do you think that they would have a Vegas race and a Miami race next year? If Drive to Survive never happened,
Miami, yes.
Vegas
probably not. No. Only because Drive to Survive has brought so many new fans, especially in America and stuff.
Oh, that's what I meant.
They did, but like I mean, the new owners have like talked about wanting to kind of branch out in America a lot more, like in the North Americas.
Yeah.
So, like I can understand why having one in Miami as well as one in Texas.
Next year they're gonna have 3, right? Are they still gonna have Texas or not?
Yeah, so also from my understanding, they'll still have Coda, and people say like people are like, oh well, there's a bigger distance from Circuit of the Americas to Las Vegas than there is between the French race and the race in Hungary or something. But it's different countries, and I like in Formula One, I like each country having its own kind of twist on it. It's like you see the kind of the culture highlighted.
I don't mind
throughout
two.
it.
Two I can handle.
I understand maybe like one in Miami, one at Coda.
Yeah,
that's fine. But 3 races in the same country.
Italy have 2 as well, don't they?
Italy have 2.
Monza.
One at Monza and Imola.
Yeah,
but they're both historic races. Historic racetracks.
Yeah.
These are just making street circuits just for the sake of.
They're cool race. I admit, and all the F1 drivers admit that. It's pretty cool, racing in America, but at the end of the day, America isn't. That
it looks like a boring track. It's just straight. It's so cubey, and
This is the one in Vegas.
In Vegas, and it's literally it's cool that they race down the strip. Don't get me wrong, but it looks like a boring track.
They'll make it. I reckon they'll make a few adjustments probably before next year anyway. They can, can't they? They can
not for the next year. Well, I mean, they said they released it saying that this is the track layout for it. So unless they get there and it's a real bad race, they probably change it for the year after. Sure. But I don't know. It'd be interesting, but I don't like having 3 races in the same place.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so moving on to the last segment of today. Mm-hmm. It is quite popular amongst the young people of the world. It is a play on Wordle, and it's called Hurdle. Have you ever heard of it before?
I've not heard of Hurdle before.
So basically, Hurdle is a game where it plays 1 second of a song, then if you can't guess it, it plays a bit more of a song, and by I think it's about 15 seconds, and hopefully we get it before the copyright strikes in. But let me just get out this tool today, because obviously it resets Wordle. And we'll let everyone in the room guess.
I've always thought about how do they reset it? Is it surely it'd be a bot or something like that that's able to choose something new each day? Or is it an actual person that's all right, the Wordle for today is this word, or the song for the day is this song?
I don't know how they do it, but I remember as a kid, playing like a racing game and like having like they would make you buy like you say you have an energy, right? And the more you like say you have 10 races. And as soon as you do those 10 races, you need more energy. And you have to wait for like the 6 hours. Yeah, 6 hours. And it's like, oh no, pay now. And it boosted up. I never had mum and dad's credit card, so I couldn't just boost it. Dylan definitely did.
I did. I did, 100%.
Nah. But I think it's probably like that. I think it just it just builds up. And then because it says on here, I think afterwards it has a countdown. It's like the next song is in like 13 hours.
Oh, right.
So
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how to do it. So I've got it up here. Should I be screen recording this? Or nah? Oh. Nah.
Don't worry about screen recording. You'll be able to hear it.
Yeah, so...
It's a guess the song, essentially, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it only 5-letter songs, or is it like...
Huh?
Is it any song?
So any song. So we have we have 6 guesses. No. Yeah, 6 guesses.
Okay.
All right, and it's the first like second's very hard. Yesterday was an old song by Hall & Oates, classic. But all right, ready?
I hope it's a good song.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get the mic on it.
So like just max volume.
Bruno Mars.
I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I heard that, I did think it could be.
Do you know that one?
Treasure.
Is it?
I reckon it's...
Do we get 2 like?
What you doing? Where you at? Oh, you got plans.
You dropped into like the middle of the song after hearing 1 second of like drums.
All right. So, no, I want to have it... yeah, I'll play it one... sorry, the door just slammed there.
I don't know.
Treasure.
Okay, I'll play a bit more. I think I might know it. Alright. Next 2 seconds. Yeah.
Is it Treasure?
Nah, so it's the one... What you doing? Where you at? No, you got plans. Cancel that.
Yeah.
Sipping wine, sip in a row. Drip,
What song's
drip.
that?
Way too good to be alone.
24K Magic.
I can do a guess. So, luckily, it's Bruno Mars and Pac. You know, is it Pac?
Oh, Pac. Is it Silk Sonic? It's Silk Sonic.
Silks, yeah.
Oh, is it? It's not Rolling Down the Window, is it? That's not that song, but is it from Silk Sonic?
Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars. Pac. I swear it's that.
Well, no, yeah, but when they do it together, it's called Silk Sonic. That's like an actual band,
it?
yeah.
Oh. I was gonna say. Leave the door open. Has to be.
It's try. I mean.
Yeah. Nah. I'm gonna leave the door. Yeah. See. That's all me.
God.
I called it straight away. I knew. Like I was singing it. I just didn't when you can sing it. That's enough.
That's a good guess for because literally 1 second in you managed to get that.
Because the drum. It was like the drums gave it away. But I'm just such a nerd like that. I was looking at you. You had like the blankest face. I'm just like.
Oh. I felt like a Bruno Mars song. I was like, I've heard this somewhere, but I couldn't pin it. I was like, I didn't want to be like, no, this is Bruno Mars.
All right.
You're confident.
So go within 2 seconds. Leave the door open. Thank you. That wraps up this week's podcast. Hope you've enjoyed it. Like, subscribe. We say this every week. There'll be definitely TikToks. Nah, there's lots of TikToks to make out of this episode, so thanks for listening. Leave a like, please.
See you next week.
Share with your friends if you enjoyed this episode. So yeah. Catch you later.
our best one today.
Yeah. I just, it's like, I